Business speaker versus motivational speaker. What's the difference? And which one is right for your event? Well, that question is going to be answered in this video right now. Hey friends, Sheridan here. I've been professionally speaking for about 12, 13 years now. Done hundreds of events around the world. I love this job. One of the questions that I see event organizers have, and it's not always very clear, am I looking for a business speaker? Am I looking for a motivational speaker? Now, let me just say this. In a perfect world, anybody you bring to speak in to businesses is ideally motivational. But the issue that we oftentimes see is this. There are speakers that are going to speak to your audience, but they're just going to entertain and make them laugh, and they're going to feel good. You're going to have high energy in the room. But when you meet with that audience afterwards and you say to that audience, well, did you enjoy the talk or the keynote? They might say yes. And you say, well, what are you planning on doing with it? They're like, well, I'm actually not sure. That's the classic sign of, well, I felt good, but I'm not taking action. And so the whole idea is that the audience takes action. That is the goal. Now, you've got the motivational side, but then you've got the business side. So oftentimes you'll see the motivational speakers haven't really owned a business themselves. And so they don't have that firsthand experience. So sometimes it's hard for the audience to relate to them on a very personal level, like, okay, this person, he or she understands exactly what I've gone through. A business speaker sometimes has the ability to relate to the audience, but they don't have that skill set needed to really move, motivate, and inspire the audience. Of course, if you can find the perfect mix between the two, then you're probably going to have an incredible experience. You want someone that has real world business experience. Ideally, they've owned their own business or businesses, and they've worked with many businesses of different industries, B2B, B2C, different levels, right? Big, small, local, national. That way, they've got that breadth and depth of knowledge there. But they're able to communicate with their audience in such a relatable and powerful way. The audience is looking at each other and saying, why are we not doing this, man? This is so great. Let's take action. I want to start tonight. When I get back to my hotel room, boom, let's get this started. That's the idea. That's the goal. And so as you're thinking about speakers and you're saying motivational business, the goal is that you find the perfect mix, that you find the speaker that can do both. And hopefully I've given you some questions to ask and some things to look for so that you can find that perfect mix for your next event.